Unit 1st, Solid State of Grade 12 Chemistry. Today we are discussing about solid state. Okay. Now first we discuss that from where solids are formed, how the solids are formed, or from where the solids are came. I think you all remember that in class 11th, our first unit we about the metals. We all know what is metals. Anything which occupy a space called metals, like air. Air is also a matter because it occupies space. At present, whole earth. Particles also a matter. Liquids, if we are talking about the liquids like water, also a matter. Alcohol is also a matter. If we are comes in solid, then sand, it's a matter. So on that basis, the matter is divided into three categories, in three general categories. Solid, first is solid, then liquid, and then gases. All the matters are formed only in three general states, not more than three. Got it? Okay. And along with it, we already in the same unit we already differentiate between them, that solid are rigged because of their close packing of the particles between particles, and in liquid the molecules are loosely packed as compared to the solid, whereas in gas the particles of gas are very loosely packed as compared to solid liquid. And if we are talking about on the basis of their compressibility, the compressibility of solid are incompressible. Is it not possible to compress? But except some solids. Whereas in liquids are also incompressible, but in comparison of solid they are compressible. But gas is highly compressible. Like when we press a balloon, so balloons are filled by gases, so the gases are compressible. Okay. In this unit we will discuss about solids. We discuss the types of solids, which kind of force are applied in between the molecules of the solids, and how the solids are different to ourselves when we learn the types of solids. So these are some solid pictures you can see. Now first we discuss properties, general properties of solids. First property is that solid are rigid and have definite shape. Why they have definite shape? Because close packed molecules. Due to close packing between the molecules, solids are rigid and have a definite shape, and have a definite volume because of close packing. Intermolecular distance in solid is short. Why? Because the molecules are closely packed, as you can see here in diagram. Next one property is that the intermolecular force of attraction is strong. Intermolecular force of attraction is strong because of the shortest distance between the molecules in solid. Solid are almost incompressible, as I told you, because the particles or the molecules are closely packed. Now the density of solid is greater than liquid. Why? Density is equal to mass upon volume. In solid, if we increase mass, so volume is also increased. Similarly in liquid, mass increase, volume increase. Similarly in gas, mass increase, volume is also increased. But in case of solid, the volume is increased is negligible as compared to the increasing in mass. So that's the reason behind it, that solid's density is greater than the gas and liquid. Now next property, diffusion. Diffusion of solid. Diffusion means to break into. We can easily break the solids by applying a force like rocks. We can easily break. So diffusion is means breaks into. Okay. Next property, melting point of solid is very high. First of all, now tell me how many of you know about the meaning of melting point? About the meaning of melting point. What is the melting point? Melting point is just a temperature. It is a temperature at which substance is ready to change their what state. It's just only a temperature at which the substance is ready to change their state. Now, types of solid. Solids are divided into two categories. One is crystalline solid and another one is amorphous solid. So let us start discussion about the types of solid. First is crystalline solid. What are crystalline solid? These are the solids in which particles have a regular arrangement. Regular arrangement means when you go in assembly in the morning of a school, all the students are standing in a straight line of each class. So that's a particular arrangement is to be seen in a crystalline solid also. And this type of arrangement is seen mostly in three-dimensional space. Okay, now you can see in the picture. Here you can see all the particles are arranged in a straight line. All particles are arranged in a straight line on this one row, and this one row, like that. All the particles are in a straight line and they are closely packed to each other. Similarly, amorphous solids. If we are talking about amorphous solid, first amorphous. Amorphous is a Greek word and it means no form. There is no form. And amorphous solids are the solids in which particles do not have a regular arrangement. I hope you got clear. They do not have regular arrangement. In this picture you can see some particles are closely packed, some are closely packed, and some are far away to each other. So this type of arrangement are mostly seen in the amorphous solids. Okay. Now, property we are going to discuss. First, properties of crystalline solid and properties of amorphous solids. Now, crystalline solid. First property: the solids have definite geometry shape. Solids do not have definite geometric shape. Next one property: due to regular arrangement, crystalline solid exhibit long range order. Due to irregular arrangement, exhibit short range order. Okay. Now the next property is that have sharp melting point, or you may can say have high melting point. Here in amorphous solid do not have high melting point do not have high melting point. Okay. Now the next property is that the crystalline solid undergoes clean cleavage, or you may can say sharp cutting. Let's take an example. When you cut a vegetable by using a knife, the surface of the vegetable is smooth and the plain. That's an example of crystalline solid. Okay, it's just for the understanding. Now in amorphous solid, the amorphous solid does not undergo clean cleavage. Okay. Now next property, they are true solids and more stable Here they are not true solids but they are pseudo, or you may can say false, or you may can say super cool liquid. Now next property, they are anisotropic substance. Why? What are anisotropic substance? Anisotropic substance are the substance which have the different physical properties in different directions. And this property is known as anisotropy. Whereas amorphous solids are isotropic substance. Now what is isotropic substance? Have the same physical properties in all directions. Okay, and now this property is called what? Isotropy. Okay, and now got it clear? Okay. Now the next property is crystalline solid show two breaks in cooling curve. Now what is the cooling curve? Cooling curve means with the increasing of time, temperature is decrease. Whereas amorphous solid provide smooth cooling curve. Now let's try to understand by the graph. Here this is temperature is increasing, time. Here in this graph, the first decline line represents the first temperature which is decreasing, and this straight line represents temperature constant. Now why this so? Actually, this is a state of a substance at which substance is ready to change their state. And now third one line is the second temperature, which is decreasing with the increasing of time. Okay. Now, whereas in amorphous solid, the temperature is decreasing with the increasing of time. Simply. Okay. Now the examples of crystalline solid, like copper is the copper, silver, NaCl, zinc, potassium, and so on. Similarly, example of amorphous solids are glass, rubber, plastic, and so on. Okay, good.